Long ago, beneath a wide and restless sky, there lay a place called the Valley of Elah, a quiet stretch of golden grass cradled between two trembling hills. On one side stood the army of Israel, their banners drooping, their shields heavy. On the other, the Philistines, fierce, proud, and certain of victory. Between them, only silence and the slow drumbeat of fear. For 40 days, that fear had a name. He came striding from the Philistine ranks, the earth shuddering beneath his feet. Goliath of Gath, 9 feet of bronze and bone, his armor flashing like a second sun. His voice rolled across the valley like thunder. "Send me a man," he roared. "Send me your champion, and let us end this." But no man stepped forward. King Saul sat pale upon his throne, and his soldiers lowered their eyes. Far from the battlefield, in the green hills of Bethlehem, a shepherd boy named David tended his father's sheep. His hands were small, his heart was wide, and his songs drifted softly on the wind. His father called him one quiet morning. "Take this bread to your brothers," he said, "and see how they fare." So David set out, sandals dusty, satchel swinging, never dreaming what waited beyond the hills. When David reached the camp, he heard the giant's mockery roll across the valley. And something inside him stirred. Not anger, not pride, but a bright, holy courage, as steady as a shepherd's staff. "Who is this man," David asked, "that he should defy the armies of the living God?" His brothers scolded him. The soldiers laughed. But word of the shepherd boy reached the ears of the king. Saul looked upon him and sighed. "You are only a boy." Yet he draped him in royal armor, heavy bronze, a great sword, a helmet too large. David took one step and smiled gently. "I cannot go in these. I have not proved them." He laid the armor down. He walked instead to a clear, singing brook, and from its bed he chose 5 smooth stones, cool and round in his palm. His sling, his stones, and his God, that was all he would carry. Goliath laughed when he saw him. "Am I a dog, that you come at me with sticks?" But David's eyes did not waver. "You come with sword and spear," he said, "but I come in the name of the Lord." Then David ran toward the giant, toward the thunder, toward the fear of 1,000 men. His sling whirled above his head, a blur against the sky. The stone flew, swift and sure, like a whispered prayer set free. It struck. The giant swayed. The valley held its breath. And Goliath fell, a mountain crashing into the dust. A great shout rose from Israel's ranks, rolling like a wave across the hills. And so the smallest among them became the bravest of them all, not by sword, not by strength, but by faith, the quiet, mighty faith of a boy who believed that God walked beside him. For courage is not the absence of fear, but the trust that carries us through it. The humble are lifted, the gentle are made strong, and the God of shepherds still answers the prayers of the brave of heart. So remember the boy in the valley, the stone in the sling, and the song on the wind, and know that you too were made for greater things.